Hello everyone, welcome back. So in the last lecture we have learned how to identify trees in a graph. So now we take next powerful step, constructing the tie-set matrix. So this matrix helps us systematically write loop equations for circuits. So if mesh analysis feel confusing, this method will make it structured and easy. So doing a quick recap, let's recall a tree contains all nodes without loops, and tree branches are called twigs, and the remaining branches are called links or chords. So if we consider this graph, then it has branches B. The number of branches are, we have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 branches. Then we have nodes N number, which are A, B, C, D, so 4 nodes. And if we consider the number of twigs, so the tree contains n minus 1 twigs, so the number will be 3. So as per the tree definition, it should have all the nodes connected, but it should not have any loop. So if we draw a tree out of the graph, so it could be this. This is one of the tree. So where we have all the nodes being connected and there is no closed loop. So now these 4, 1 and 2 are the twigs, and we also have links or chords, which are the remaining branches apart from the twigs, so which is given by b minus n plus 1, which is 5 minus 4 plus 1 equals to 2. So as we know, the remaining branches apart from the tree are called the links. So we have the links in this tree, which are given as branch number 5 and branch number 3. So the number of links are 2, branch 5 and 3, and number of twigs are 3, branches 1, 2 and 4. So now let's see what is a tie-set matrix. So when we add a link to a tree, it creates exactly one loop. So this loop is called the fundamental loop or the tie-set. So what we got is each link produces one tie-set. So that means one tree plus one link will generate a loop. So if we consider the branch 5, if we join this, then we have a loop like this. So this is a loop. Then if we join 3, then we have a loop like this. So we have two links, so we have two loops. So the definition of tie-set matrix is that the tie-set matrix is a matrix that represents all fundamentals loop of the graph. The tie-sets that we have is equals to the number of links. So in this particular example, we have two links, so the number of tie-sets will also be 2. So now let us consider each loop. So first, let us consider the loop formed by branch number 5. So this is one tie set. So we have A, B, C, 1, 2 and 5. Another tie set will be this, where we have A, B, C, D, and branches are 4, 1, 2, and 3. Now here we'll be writing down the Tysed matrix. So the Tysed matrix will contain loop current. So here these two loops will contain loop current, and that direction of the loop current will be the direction of the link. So the link in the first case is moving in this direction, so the loop current will also be in the same direction. So let us consider it as I5 because we are considering the link number 5. Then in the second we have this as the direction of the current, and the name is I3. So now, like we have written the matrix equation for incident matrix, so similarly we will be writing down the branches in parallel. So we have here total number of branches are 5, so we'll be writing here as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then the rows will be the loop currents. So the loop currents are, we have here I5 and I3. So now here the writing will be similar to the case that we have considered for incident matrix. So here, considering the loop currents, we will be providing here +1 or -1. So if the branch current is in the same direction as the direction of the loop, then it will be considered as +1. And if the branch current is opposite to the direction of the loop current, then it will be considered as -1. So in the first example for I5, we have branches as 2, 1, and 5. So we'll be having values across 1, 2, and 5, and the remaining will be 0 because we do not have branch 4 and 3. So the branch 1 is in the opposite direction to the loop current, so it will be -1. Then in branch 2 it is in the same direction as the loop current, so it will be +1. Then 5 is obviously in the same direction, so it is also +1. Then coming to the next loop, so we have here 4, 1, 2, and 3. So the 5 is missing, so 5 will be 0. So now 1 is in the same direction, so +1. 2 is in the opposite direction, so -1. 3 is in the same direction, obviously, +1. And 4 is also in the same direction, so it is also +1. So the Tysed matrix is given by -1, 1, 0, 0, 1. Then we have 1, -1, 1, 1, 0. So this is the Tysed matrix. Now from this Tysed matrix, we can determine the branch current and loop voltage. So let us see how we can determine branch current and loop voltage. So in order to determine the branch current, so let me shift this. So now to determine the branch current, so we will be requiring to determine for branch current 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let us name it as J1, J2, J3, J4, J5. Then accordingly we'll just write down the corresponding equation with respect to I3 and I5. So for J1, the equation will be equals to I3 minus I5, because we have here I3 is positive, I5 is negative, so J1 is I3 minus I5. Similarly, J2 will be minus of I3 plus I5. Then similarly J3 will be only I3, J4 will be I3, and finally J5 is I5. So these are the corresponding branch current. Now if we try to determine the loop voltage, then we have to just consider the rows and then correspondingly write down the voltages with respect to the branches. So here we have branches 1, 2 and 5 where we have positive values and negative values. So in J1, J2 and J5 we have the values. So the loop voltage will be, for 1 it will be minus V1 since it is negative, then will be V2 which will be positive, then finally we have V5 equals to 0. So this is the first KVL equation. Then next will be plus V1 minus V2 plus V3 plus V4 equals to 0. So this loop voltages represents the KVL equations. So using Tysed matrix, we can determine the KVL equation of a loop. So now next the question might be in the order of the Tysed matrix. So if we see it again here, so the order of the Tysed matrix will be, so we have here the number of equation will be equals to number of link or loop, then multiplied by the number of branches. So the order of the Tysed matrix will be, in this case we have 2 into 5, which is the order of the matrix, right? So this 2 cross 5 is the order of the Tysed matrix. So similarly we can determine for any graph. So hope you have understood this. So now let us see few definitions. So like, as we have already discussed, the number of Tyseds is equals to number of links, or also we can call, which is the number of loops, which is given by b minus plus 1, right? So for the above question, the value is 5 minus 4 plus 1 equals to 2, right? Then the branch current is obtained from the loop current, or the dependency is on the loop current, and the total number of KVL equation is equals to the total number of links, which is given by b minus n plus 1. So this is the basics behind the Tysed matrix. So I hope you have understood. So now you can try one example, try to solve it and mention your answer in the comments. So let me give you the graph first and the tree, for which you have to determine the Tysed and the corresponding KVL equations. So this is the graph and this is the tree where we have to determine the Tysed matrix. So here the branches of the tree are 2, 3 and 4. This doesn't represent that
these two are connected, or this represents a loop. This represents that branch 4 and 3 are not connected. There is no connection here. Okay. We have 3 links, so we will be having 3 sets. So the current will be 1, 6 and 5. So we'll be having I1, then I5, then I6, and the number of branches are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So determine the Tyshed matrix, and from that determine the KVL equation. So this is one example, like we have considered this tree, or in the previous example we have considered a particular tree. So it is not necessary that you will be considering the similar tree. You can consider any other tree and then determine the corresponding Tysheds. And if it is mentioned in the question, so accordingly you solve it. So I hope this is understood, and how to determine Tyshed matrix you will be very much confident from now on. So try to solve the numericals considering any book that you follow. And for more ideas and more discussions on the same topic, do follow our next videos. So just don't go for any random video. Try to follow the playlist if you want to understand the topic clearly. So thank you for joining.